This is my 2025 year in review for my info business, another calm, low seven-figure profit year. I'm going to go over what I did well, what I did badly, and my plans for 2026. And as I go here, if you have any questions or anything, drop them in the comments and everything. So starting off with what I did well, just going to go ahead and take away these each time. So for the first time ever, I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I took a student survey at the end of December 2025, which is basically the biggest month all year is December each year for Amazon sellers, which is my niche. And my students that have responded thus far have done over 19 million in revenue on about 180 responses, with 40 students alone doing over $100,000 revenue. And I've had my education company since 2022. So a lot of those people are customers I've kept in contact with and that joined in 2023, 2024, et cetera, 2022, and a few that did it their first year with me in 2025. But the vast majority are lifetime customers, just customers who have from past years that I've kept in good relationship. This is by far the biggest W the entire year, because this shows that what I'm doing is actually working, and it helps me sleep well at night and all that. And this survey really taught me a lot, in that what I learned is that just how important it is, and you kind of know this already, but it's good to show your students hard data about what they learned appreciates in value over time the longer they stay in the game significantly. And I also went through all the responses and audited who was really active in the community and in like the Amazon community as a whole. And folks who were active on social media and active in the Amazon community and everything, just within the group and made friends and everything, had like a 4 times higher chance of doing 50K in revenue. And on average, they do like 7x more in revenue, which is cool. And now I know that it's really important, even more, for me to encourage students to be super active in the community and everything like that. Now, next as well here too. So my 2025 free course, which was 8 hours long, did really, really well. My closer, and continues to do really well, actually. My closer said 80 to 90% of people who closed mention it. And that's without what I screwed up on the 2025 free course, is there's not a lot of call to actions in it. Literally the only it's so embarrassing looking back, the last 3 minutes of 8 hours, which so few people get to, it has any call to actions in it. So if we take a look down here, I have the YouTube analytics. It's such a monster here, and that doesn't look like it's that many views, like 113K in about a year. But the average view duration's 15 minutes, and like each one of these is a person that could buy for 3,500. And I just learn more and more that every day. Here. And the cool thing is, getting into 2026, it's actually picking up in views again, because a lot more people are looking up how to start an Amazon business. So it's kind of funny that even though it was posted over a year ago, the view counts like doubled in like 2 weeks daily. Right here. And I think that's actually going to keep going up too, which is pretty damn cool in respect to just the daily view count going up literally a year after. And I made this at the start of December 2024. And it's cool to see that compounding effect still go in. And I've already filmed the 2026 free courses just being edited here, and that's going to have lots of CTAs in it. So that was a huge W. And I really just learned how big it is to just do something so much better and so much valuable than what everyone else in your niche does. In terms of the year, about 1.5 million in revenue, adding some Stripe to this too. This is my first year mainly processing on WAP. So 1.3 on WAP, and then another 6 figures from Stripe right there. Super high profit. Basically no agencies this year. I'm pretty sure no ads the whole year. Just my closer, and then $3,000 a month for 2 coaches that help out just with 1 call a week. And then I do the other filming myself at $2,000 a month for virtual assistants that help out. Just super high profit, and really, what I've always seen the info business is as ever since I started it a couple years ago was purely just a way to take profit for yourself and invest to build wealth. That's the only thing it does, right? The only thing it does. So many people want to get super complicated and think there's value in these companies. As far as I'm concerned, there's not. It is purely a way to make a ton of profit right there. Upselling existing clients into an inner circle offer where they get more of what they paid for in a smaller, more group setting was an incredible W this year. I started doing it in May, and literally the last 9 days of the year, because remember, so many of my clients peak in revenue for their entire year in December. So I have the inner circle offer available for new people who qualified, which is purely people above 10K a month in revenue. So mostly folks who have been at it for 6+ months. high quality customers. They trust the business. They know they're going to do it for a while. Literally the last 9 days of the year, I made 70 grand profit. There's some extra on Stripe here. Literally just December 22nd to 31st. And it's kind of funny. The last day of the year was 15K profit, was purely upsells. So it was like 15.3 in revenue and then whatever 3% less than that. So it was right about 15K profit right there, which was so sick. And I learned the importance of scarcity, right? I had done such a bad job of this for my first 3 years in info. And then my birthday, which is September, I did a really good promotion. We had a company record week. And then this was almost a company record week. It's probably a company record week in profit, or actually because it was 9 days. So not quite, right? But either way, you learn the importance of scarcity and how important it is to make customers worth more, which is my first time really seeing that was this year, as well as, because I never had anything else for them to buy, as well as seeing how good students do over time that stick around and giving them an option to buy, and the value of scarcity. So that sale in 2025 in September, which is really good on the core offer, and then also the end of the year, giving people a chance to buy now with the tax write-off angle, and just as they're really excited about the business giving them too, which is a huge W as well. And so many info companies are built on one-time transactions, giving people a reason to buy, and just taking care of them so well. Like this is like, you'd be hard pressed to find any info product with better student results than this. Not even close, to be honest. And really unlocking that extra lifetime value was life changing, honestly. And this year too, as well, just on like a life thing. So I traveled more than ever, played sports more than ever. California 3 times, which is my favorite place to go. Europe 2 times. Japan for 2 weeks, got engaged, still made lots of cash. You could tell me 3 years ago that I'd be able to do all this cool stuff and honestly just have a lot more fun than I ever had and keep making lots of money. I would tell you you're crazy, but was able to make it happen and super proud of that. Probably the biggest dub of the year, honestly. What I did poorly, slower YouTube growth, really only I think 20K subs growth in the entire year. My niche got smaller, so I had to innovate, and I do have big plans for 2026 to expand, but just some changes in the Amazon space made it harder for beginners to get started, which obviously leads more people to quit and less people to kind of have confidence in the business and want to start and everything. So that's forced me to get much better as a coach to keep this thing rolling. And luckily, so much of my competition's dropped off, and I can make one of these free course videos every year and just prove supreme competence and just beat the crap out of everyone in my niche and be more available to help students when they do become students, and be able to make them more valuable through the upsells and everything. It's just very, very powerful here. What else did I do poorly here? So yeah, only did a few podcast episodes. I need to do more of these. These are really good for nurturing the highest quality traffic and nurturing existing customers too, as well. So there's a lot of depth within the podcast. I can do a lot of student interviews, and we've done 200 episodes in 4 years or so pretty good average, but 2025 was a really small amount. So I want to get back to that in 2026. Took off, really just basically did almost nothing for Instagram and short form, and that, the YouTube stuff's where you really make your money, but there's a lot of money in Instagram and especially with the setter in there, and then short form too on the other channels just for organic discovery. It's free money. I should be doing it better, and I'm going to. This year, it's also going to help me get to 100,000 subs quicker. I didn't realize the power of upsells till May, and then the first week of having the inner circle, I was selling it for 4,500 at the time. Now I sell it for 3K. I just found the right price point for it, basically. Really sold 45K of it. All paying fulls, I think, except one, in 3 days in May. And now I have the potential to make every customer worth, 5K plus profit total, even if they don't end up continuing on the payment plan, right there. But everyone really has for the inner circle because they're high quality customers. So my core offer, 3,500, upsell 3K. Sometimes I'll do some discounts here and there if people ask, because it's all profit. There's no cost of acquisition. It doesn't matter to me. And so didn't realize the power of upsells till now, especially the last 9 days of the year. I'm so excited about that. And there's definitely some growth available for affiliate offers and just increasing lifetime value through that. But the big thing for lifetime value that I have full control over is going to be the inner circle offer. And then my 2026 mission right here. So posting a sick free course with lots of CTAs that benefit from it all year, and really just building a machine like this. This guy is just a cash cow right here. Like literally over a year after posting it, still getting 200 views a day. And I bet this goes to 600 to 1,000 this week as people really start to get started with like their new year, new me resolutions and everything. But the difference is that this year's free course is going to have a lot of call to actions in it. So it's going to give the best quality traffic a place to go once they really, really know, like, and trust me. I'm going to take good care of every client I can and upsell as many as possible into the inner circle offer, which is all profit. I'm literally salivating just thinking about that. Expanding my niche with some viral within niche content. I know what that looks like. I just didn't really do it, or it didn't do it well for 2024. So making some of these like in-store scanning products videos that are really engaging to watch, and then channeling that high quality traffic to some of the more boring tactical stuff, and then eventually the coaching offer. I did this really well in the past. Like in 2023 and 2024, I had a video that got over 50K plus that was doing retail arbitrage, like in-store scanning, and I didn't. This year, going to do that better for 2026. And funneling that traffic towards more bottle of funnel conversion based videos, that's free money. I should totally be doing that. Get back to basics with podcast and an Instagram setup for some free money there. It's easy. It's low effort to do, and it's very, very profitable. I have 100K on IG and like not really booking many calls from it at all right now because I just haven't putting effort into it, honestly. And as well, just maintaining a great reputation and client success, aiming for 30 plus million in revenue in December 2026 from all my student base. The survey is probably over 20 million by now. I just haven't checked this morning. But yeah, that's the plan here, and really just, what I want to do. And if anyone's looking for like one-on-one coaching with this stuff, or you want help, consultations or anything, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll leave it down below at the link in the description here. But I believe in the info business more than ever. If you could have told me 2 years ago, as I saw those rules change in Amazon, if things would still be rolling here the way they are, I would tell you probably not. But I got better at coaching. My competition dropped off. The free course is doing a great job pulling a lot of weight right there. And I'm just super excited about this space, super excited about info. And 2026, going to make a bunch of cash, invest as much of it as possible, and keep growing this thing the right way. Let's get it, y'all. It's going to be a great 2026 for the info business.